Do you know what separates truly powerful people from everyone else? It's not what they say, it's what they don't say. I used to be someone who had something to say about everything. Every conversation, every meeting, every argument. I was there with my mouth running, thinking I was proving how smart I was. Until I realized that half the time people weren't even listening. And that's when I understood that words are like money. The more you spend, the less valuable it becomes. We live in a world where everyone is screaming to be heard. Social media, conversations, it's all noise. But did you know that by choosing when not to speak, you will gain more power than any words could ever give you? The first situation where you must choose silence is when someone is trying to provoke you. This is what I call the trap of the emotional reaction. Imagine someone says something to you that cuts deep. Something designed to make you explode, and every fiber in you wants to fire back with something equally hurtful or even defend yourself. Don't. Here's the thing. When someone tries to provoke you and you remain silent, here's what happened. First of all, they don't get the satisfaction they were looking for. They threw their best punch and you didn't even flinch. Secondly, your silence makes them question themselves. It's as though their words hold no weight. It means nothing. Their uncertainty is your victory. The second situation that demands your silence is when you're in the presence of somebody sharing their pain or struggles. This is where most people mess up. Someone opens up about their problems, and what do? We immediately jump in with advice, with our own similar stories or with solutions they did not ask for. We think we're helping, but we're stealing their moment. When someone is pouring out their heart, your job is not to fix them, but to be a witness to their experience. Your silence gives them space to express what they've been holding inside. It tells them without words that their feelings are valid, that they are being heard. Number 3 is probably the most challenging for people in our modern age, and that is when you are surrounded by gossip. We live in a culture that thrives on talking about others. It's entertainment, it's bonding, it's also poison. When you're in a group and the conversation turns to gossip about someone who is in there, your silence becomes a statement of character. Don't contribute, don't laugh, don't nod in agreement, just be silent. Your silence in this moment builds a reputation that money cannot buy. You become the person everyone trusts with their secrets. You become a safe space in a world full of judgment. The fourth situation that demands your silence is when you're learning something new. Many a times, people want to appear smart. We interrupt with questions, we share related stories, we nod and make sounds of agreement. But all of this noise prevents us from truly absorbing what is being taught. But when you're quiet, you pick up on nuances that others miss. You hear the things that aren't being said. You notice the body language, the hesitation, the emphasis. You absorb not just the information, but the wisdom behind it. I absolutely detest it when people disrupt my listening with small talk. I may respond, but I'm really furious. The fifth situation is when you've achieved something significant. Shouldn't you celebrate your wins? Shouldn't you share your success? Yes, but not immediately and not with everyone. When you achieve something great and you immediately broadcast it, you dilute its power. You turn your achievement into another social media post, another subtle brag, another noise. But balance after success serves a lot of purposes. First, it allows you to fully experience and internalize your achievement. Secondly, it shows that your achievement is for you and not for applause. That sort of silence builds a different level of credibility. The sixth situation is when you're angry. Anger is like fire. It consumes everything in its path, including the person feeling it. When you speak from anger, you say things that you cannot take back. You make decisions you regret, and you burn bridges that took years to build. Every relationship I've seen destroyed. Every opportunity I've watched vanish. Every reputation I've witnessed crumble. All have one thing in common: words spoken in anger. The seventh and most important time for silence is when you need to hear your own inner voice. From the minute we wake up till we go back to sleep, we're bombarded with other people's thoughts, opinions, and agendas. In this chaos, the most important voice, your own inner wisdom, gets drowned out. This is why it's important to have periods of intentional silence. In this moment, clarity emerges. Solutions to problems appear. The noise of the world fades, and what remains is truth. The person who masters silence masters their destiny. Namaste.